So I know that there's animation effects right here in Canva. I can apply these animation effects on a lot of different things. I can apply them to text or objects, but there's some times where I just want to create my own animation that doesn't quite suit. So I'm going to pick this. Nope, that's a pro. I want a free kite, and we're using the free version. So I want to have this kite animated from the bottom to the top of my social media posts that I'm creating here. So I set it up a little bit. It's not pretty, but for the sake of my demonstration, this will work. So what I want to do is there's a button up here that'll duplicate the page. So I'm going to make a copy, and then I'm going to move what I need to move or change what I need it to look like. So this animation isn't limited to just moving something, which is all I'm pretty much doing, but you can take this object and rotate it. So maybe you need a blob that's being morphed or something. You can fade something in, fade something out, like text. Maybe you want to fade it in, important text, or add something later, like add a name. And you want to make it special by growing it. You want to make it bigger. So I can make this kite bigger by stretching on these handles. What changes do you need to make along the way is what you do. So in this case, I'm just moving this kite a little bit by little bit as I duplicate these pages. I did also rotate it a little bit here and there as I went through this. But I want you to know you can make it grow. You can change its transparency as well. It doesn't have to be limited to just moving it. So this, in this case, this is a concept that's only limited to your imagination. So I kind of animated it. And at this point, I want to see it, but I know it's not right. So this is why this lesson is going to be a little bit longer, but I can kind of see it here. I can make changes, but it's moving. It's definitely moving to the top. I don't know why it's at the bottom there, but I'm going to get rid of that. It duplicated that kite a second time. But it definitely moved this kite from the bottom to the top. And I now want to make sure, so I just applied some animation to this, but I really don't want the animation. So I'm going to take that off. However, I did want to hit this because I need to change this and I want to apply it to all of the slides, but I need to drop this down to like less than 1/10 of a second. I want it to be 0.05 maybe. And I might come back and edit this, but you'll see the idea here. So each slide now is 1/10 of a second long. So let's preview it. That's cool. So you can see the kite flying up. I just don't like that the cloud is kind of blinking there. So I'd want to go back and fix that. So I don't even know which slide that was on, but I need to take the simple animation off of where that was. So I'd go ahead and do that. But let me just tell you, I'd have to look through every single one of these. Here's kind of where we're at though. I would want to save this file then. So the phase would be to hit the share button and download it. If it's ready, which mine is not, I want to fix a couple things, make it a little bit prettier. I don't love the text that I chose, but I do want to have all of the pages. So there's 12 pages that make this animation happen, and I want to download them as either a GIF or MP4. The MP4 if I want to add music to it, which I don't have right now, or a GIF if I don't have music. But I'm going to go ahead and download this file. And it does take a little bit of time because it's saving each one of these as an image, and it's saving them all into one file so that you can open it up later. And it should pretty much look like this little preview that we just took a look at. So I'm downloading it so I can check it out. And again, this animation technique is simple, but it's limited. It's really just, it's on you. You have to think, what do I want to do? How do I make that happen? Oh, it was this text that I want to change. So is the highest kite that can fly. So I'd want to go back and fix that. But there's the idea of animation. You can animate any object. It's just limited to your imagination at this point. So happy animating.